Jungle.
MM Story Collection presents on news. Headlines: Trump said after shooting Washington man held. Modi hails India's strikes nuclear with immersion. New Zealand, India to sign FTA today tariffs to go on all exports. Disqualifying 7 defective MPs, AAP says in plea to arrest chairman. Right to safe travel on highway path, right to life, affects sport. Elsewhere hospitals report surge in heat-related illness, OPD cases. Census 2027 hit log grows for challenges as deadline for survey news. The news in detail. A man armed with guns and knives stormed the lobby outside the White House Correspondents' Association dinner attended by U.S. President Donald Trump on Saturday night. Charging towards the ballroom in a chaotic encounter with Secret Service agents, his case dived under the table and the sound of shots being fired. The president was uninjured and was rushed to the stage. U.S. law enforcement said the sole suspect has been detained and will face charges on Monday in the federal court. Video posted by Mr. Trump saw the suspect running past security barricades as Secret Service agent ran towards him. One officer was shot in a bullet-resistant vest but was recovering, officials said. The gunman was tackled to the ground and was not injured. The police said Mr. Trump later said he believed he was target of the attack. The police believe this. Assailant called Thomas Allen, age 31 from California, opened fire and acted alone but did not say who was his intended target or describe motive. World leaders expressed shock over the incident with Prime Minister Narendra Modi saying he was relieved to learn that President Trump, the First Lady and the Vice President are safe and unharmed. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on Sunday hailed the achievement of the critically fast Bridger nuclear reactor at Kalpakkam in Tamil Nadu as a historic milestone in India's nuclear energy journey. The Aam Aadmi Party AP on Sunday submitted a petition to Rajya Sabha Chairman C.P. Radhakrishnan seeking the disqualification of 7 MPs who quit the party and merged with the Bharatiya Janata Party (BJP). Addressing a press conference, Sanjay Say leader AFP Rajya Sabha said the move by the leader Raghav Chadda-led group was against the provision of an anti-defection law. The party urged the chairman to terminate their membership, underlining that they were elected to the upper house on AFP ticket but decided to leave the party and join the BJP on April 24. Mr. Chadda, Ashok Mittal, Sandeep Pathak, Harbhajan Singh, Rajendra Gupta, Vikram Sahani and Swati Maliwal quit AAP and merged with BJP. Homeless people, especially in Delhi, are struggling to access the center's Niksay Poshan Yojana because they do not have the Aadhaar card, bank account or mobile number, leaving many without the nutritional support needed to aid their recovery. According to public interest litigation led by NGO Social Juries in Delhi High Court, 36 patients have not received nutritional support under the scheme which provides 1,000 rupees a month during treatment. It cited the Indian TV report 2024. According to which, only about 70% of notified TB patients received assistance via direct benefit transfer. Several days into the door-to-door survey under the first phase of Census 27 in Delhi, enumerators in part of New Delhi district report low public awareness, non-cooperation and hostile weather as major obstacle. After completing mapping and geo-tagging work, enumerators all school teachers began the door-to-door survey visit on April 20th, but the start time between 1:30 p.m. and 2:30 p.m. is providing punishing, especially as the media meteorological department has issued a yellow alert for the heat word in Delhi NCR till 27 April. The first phase for the census will begin on April 16 and is likely to be concluded by May 15, comprising two stages, physical mapping and the geotagging of houses, a door-to-door survey. India and New Zealand will on Monday sign a free trade agreement that will remove tariffs 100% of India's export to New Zealand and either sharply reduce or remove tariffs 95% of current import from the country. Commerce Minister Piyush Goyal on Saturday took to social media to welcome Tony Macleay, New Zealand Minister for Trade Investment, to New Delhi. Ahead of the signing of the pact as we approach the India's and ZFTA signing on April 27, this visit marked a defining moment in our bilateral journey, reflecting the trust, shared values, and common vision that underpin our partnership for sustainable economic growth, driving prosperity for both our nations, he said. Doctors across the nation capital region NCR have reported a sharp increase in cases of heat-retaliated illness over the past few days, with outpatient department OPDs experiencing higher patient footfall. There has been a steady rise in cases of dehydration, heat exhaustion, heat cramp, and heat stroke. Many patients are presenting with symptoms such as dizziness, headache, nausea, fatigue, and low blood pressure, said Dr. Mugda Tapidia, Director, Department of Internal Medicine at Fortis Hospital, Vasant Kunj. Ten workers were seriously injured when a portion of the under-construction rail overbridge collapsed at Vatlapudi in Visakhapatnam city, Andhra Pradesh on Sunday. They were rushed to nearby hospital. Doctors said their condition was stable. The most anticipated misleading link on the Mumbai-Pune Expressway is to set inaugurated on May 1, which is commemorated as Maharashtra Day. The missing link with the connect Khopoli on the Mumbai side to the Kusgaon near Lonavali will reduce the distance to 13.3 kilometers in travel by half an hour. According to Maharashtra State Road Development Corporation official, the road will bring relief to the commuters from the congested at Kandlagar. The foundation for the project was laid in 2019 and project took almost 7 years to complete. Voters turnout in the Gujarat local body election ranged between 45% and 66% till PM, with people grabbing immense summer heat to exercise their franchise. Polling began at 7 a.m. on Sunday and continued till 6 p.m. with officials noting that the final turnout figures will be available later in the evening for data compilation. However, polling in the municipal corporation including Ahmedabad remained comparatively lower than other local bodies. With its enormous crop diversity, Rajasthan may serve as living lab for the agricultural technology companies that would avail for the numerous investment opportunities in food processing, cold chain, organic farming, and drone-based agriculture, Chief Minister Vajan Sharma said on Sunday. Mr. Sharma was addressing investors in Bengaluru ahead of the Global Rajasthan Agriculture Meeting 26 to be organized in Jaipur next month. He said technology has immense potential to transform the agriculture sector in the state on a large scale, with vast scope for modern irrigation and artificial intelligence-based crops assessment. Representative Rajasthan, Bijapur, Karnataka, including leaders from the Bengaluru chapters of the Rajasthan Foundation, evinced interest in the scope of investment and partnership in the state. And with the rise in the snake-bite cases in Kerala during the ongoing heat wave, the State Forest Department is set to roll out an upgraded version of its snake response platform. Sharma admitted strengthening emergency response and reducing fatalities. The snake awareness Rescue and Protection app Sharpa has played a crucial role in recent years by coordinating snack rescues, enabling users to report sightings and providing details for trained respondents and nearby healthcare facilities. The platform has credited with improving response time. Doctor attending to the D. Sudhakar Ministry of Planning and Aesthetics of Karnataka said if these lungs do not show significant improvement, he may be considered for lung transplantation. Mr. Sudhakar, who had developed a lung infection, is receiving intensive medical care at KIMS Hospital, Krishna Institute of Medical Science, Electronic City, Bengaluru. Prime Minister Narendra Modi on the Sunday held a seminar critically in the fast breeder nuclear reactor at Kalpakam in Tamil Nadu as a historic milestone in India's nuclear energy journey. During the monthly Mann Ki Baat address, the Prime Minister focused on India's nuclear and renewable energy effort as well as on various national conservation initiatives being undertaken across the country. He also urged citizens to take part in the Census 2027 enumeration process, saying the data collected were completely secure, kept confidential and protected with digital security. And now we end the bulletins, the headlines once again. Trump said after shooting in Washington on man held, Modi held India's strike on nuclear wind energy. New Zealand, India to sign FTA today, tariffs to go on all export. Disqualify 7 defecting MPs, AAP says agree to arrest chairman. And with that, we end the morning news. Have a nice day.